Hello, good day viewers. Remember in our previous lesson, we were able to form this particular equation, which is a radical equation. The square root of x minus 8 plus square root of x plus 8 equal to the square root of x plus 47. So if you would like to see how we form it, kindly watch the previous video. And if you could recall, we used 17 as the value of x while forming this equation. Therefore, we expect to get it back after the solution. So let's get started. We have this equal to this. So to get rid of some of the square roots, we can square both sides because square root is the opposite of square, right? So we take the whole of this, we square that. Square root of x minus 8 plus square root of x plus 8 whole squared is the same thing as the square root of x plus 47 whole squared as well. So let's start with the left hand side. Remember binomial expansion, if you have a plus b to the power of 2 is the same thing as a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. We are going to apply this to expand this, where our a is this, our b is this. So a squared is the first term, right? Meaning the whole of this squared. Once you square this, it will get rid of the square root, leaving only the radicand x minus 8. So we have x minus 8 plus b squared, that is this also squared, x plus 8. Then plus 2 multiplied by ab. If you take this, you multiply by this, you're going to have the square root of x squared minus 8 squared, or I can simply write 64. Why? Because if you observe, these are nothing but difference of two squares. Or should I do it down here? Let me first of all replace this with 64. I don't want to consume a lot of spaces. This power of 2 will cancel this, x plus 47. But I will explain this. Multiplying two radicals, you can take one radical, then you multiply the radicands. That is x minus 8 times x plus 8. And these are nothing but difference of two squares. You take the first term, you square that, you subtract, you take the second term, you also square that. And this is equal to the square root of what? X squared minus 64, which is just right here. Minus 8 plus 8 is 0. Then we have x plus x is 2x. Then plus this, right? 2x squared minus 64. And to the other side, we have x plus 47. Next, I would like to take this 2x to the other side, leaving only 2 multiplied by the square root of x squared minus 64. This is 2x squared minus 64 equal to, the moment this crosses over, it becomes negative. So we have x minus 2x, which is just negative x. So we can write 47 minus x, all the same. Next, I would like to square both sides again, just to clear this square root. So we have 2 root x squared minus 64 whole squared equals 47 minus x whole squared again. From here, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. But square root will cancel with power of 2, leaving only x squared minus 64 inside. This is equal to, applying that principle, we take the first term squared, that is 47 squared, that will give us 2209. 2209. Then second term squared, if you take this, you square that, you're going to get positive x squared. Then because of this minus, we have minus. If it is plus, you use plus. 2 times this times this, that will give us is it 94? Yeah, 94x. 94x. 2 times this is 94. Then 94 times negative x, that is negative 94x. That's what we have. Then from here, we can expand this. 4 times x squared is 4x squared minus 4 times this is 256. 256. And this is equal to 2209 plus x squared minus 94x. I think we have to collect like terms from here. We have 4x squared. As this one crosses over, it becomes negative. So we have 4x squared minus x squared. That will give us 3x squared. Then thus with x. This is the only term we have with x. The moment it crosses over, it becomes positive 94x. Then what again? As this crosses over, it becomes negative, and this is negative. So it's like adding the two terms together, then you attach negative sign. So minus 256 minus 2208 will give us minus 2465. And this is equal to 0 because we have bring all terms to the left hand side. So this is our quadratic equation, which we have to solve. Let me see if it is factorable. So to factorize it, you take the leading coefficient, you multiply by the constant term. The constant is negative, so we attach negative. 3 times 5 is 15. We write 5, we carry 1 left. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1, we have 19. We still have 1 left. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. We still have 1 left. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So we have minus 7,395. So we have to think of two numbers, which when we multiply them together, we have this. But when we add them together, we get this positive number 94. So let me use my calculator to find out the numbers. So the numbers are 145, 145, then 51 negative 51. Once you multiply these two numbers together, you're going to get this, and when you add them together, you're going to get 94. So you attach x here, you attach x here, you replace 94 with this. But I don't want to do that. Let me use the shortcut method. The shortcut method, we have x plus this one, right? Plus 145. Then you divide by the leading coefficient 3. This is the shortcut method of factorization. Then x minus this, minus 51. Divide by 3. The whole of this equal to 0, right? So now we have two factors. We are going to set each to be equal to 0. So x is either equal to, okay, let me say x plus 145 divided by 3 is equal to 0, or x minus, I know that 51 divided by 3 is 17, is equal to 0. So either this one or this one will be equal to 0. So this will give us negative answer. So x here is equal to negative 145 divided by 3. And the second one, x equal to 17, as negative 17 crosses over. So we have two solutions. But remember, we started with 17 while forming the equation. But the question is, will this one satisfy the equation? You know that from the first radical here, the value of x must be greater or equal to 8, because the moment it is less than 8, it is going to give us a negative result here. So we know that this value is negative, and once you place it here, we have negative value, it will going to give us negative, and hence this is what complex. But we're talking about real solutions, remember. So because of this, this will not satisfy the equation. But taking 17, plug it in here, you see 17 minus 8, it will give us 9, and square root of 9 is 3. So the whole of this will be 3. 17 plus 8 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So we have 3 plus 5, which is 8. Is it the same thing to the other side? 17 plus 47 will give us 64, and square root of 64 is 8. 8 equal to 8, and hence 17 is the valid solution here. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye bye.